Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, Dave, one of the things that really has stood out to me the last couple of days is the number of two out RBI hits your team's had, or not just two out, but two strike RBI hits. I think is what I meant by that. What have you thought about the way that your hitters have come through in those situations?
Yeah, but we've done a great job here with that. And I think some guys are just shorting up, trying to make contact, advance a runner, drive a runner in, whatever. Um, we struck out a lot early in the game and then we flipped that pretty quick and give credit to their starter for that a little bit, a little harder to see earlier at that time of night. But we've done a really good job of putting the bat on the ball, with runners on base in this series.
Yeah, what did you think the difference was the second time through the order against Kellenbrink?
Well, obviously, we had seen him and kind of figured out what he was doing. Um, he was juiced up pretty good. His velocity was up a couple miles an hour over what we thought we were going to get. That made a little bit of a difference. I think we wore him down a little bit, but just seeing him twice, and that's what you like to see as a coach. Guys make adjustments, figure it out the first time, and then take advantage of it your second time.
Cole Gibler, I think it was the fifth inning. He threw 25 pitches, had a couple of four-pitch walks in there, and then he sat through a really long top half of the next inning. But he came back out and he was really good for you. What did you see the difference between that fifth inning and that last inning that he pitched for you?
Well, he fought through that fourth inning. Pitch count started getting up a little bit, but he also recovered. And then when we had the really long inning during one of their pitching changes, uh, the pitching, Coach Hobbs and a couple of the guys sent him down to stay loose, because he'd been sitting there for what, 20 minutes. And so we had him go down and play catch and do some stuff. And I think that helped when he came back out in the sixth. He was, warmed up and ready to roll because the temperature started going down here a little bit about the fifth inning, pretty good.
You mentioned this the other night after Missouri State. You said you liked how the team's been playing on the road this year. This is your third SEC series win away from home. Just maybe your thoughts on that and just being able to take care of business on the road so much this year.
Yeah, yeah, I mentioned it the other day. Sometimes when you play on the road, you don't have as many outside distractions, people wanting tickets and just getting a little piece of you here and there, and it takes away from things. We've played solid baseball on the road. We need to play a little better at home sometimes, but sometimes it's who you're playing. There's a lot that goes into it, but I'm really happy with the way that we've focused in on the road this year.
And last one for me, how pleased were you with that pinch hit that Zach Stewart gave you, that RBI or two-run single that he gave you to make it 5-0?
Yeah, that was a really tough at bat. He got behind quick and then fouled off some pitches, took a couple pitches, and then just fought him and hit the ball back through the middle and drove in two runs. And all of a sudden we were up 5-0 at the time, and it just seemed like that base hit took the air out of them a little bit over there.
Jackson, go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, 6 innings for Cole tonight and 90 pitches. I think both of those are career highs. Just how pleased are
Mhm.
you with the transition he's made since moving to the rotation and how he's been able to take that on pretty successfully?
I just feel like he just continues to get better at starting, and obviously he hadn't done it in a while, and I think he's getting more comfortable with it, and he's managing his pitches, is throwing the ball over the plate more for contact, not trying to strike everybody out. And that's why he got 6 innings in tonight.
How big was that double from Micah to just kind of, goes from you get two guys in scoring position after that and it leads to the two RBI single. Did that feel like a turning point maybe in the game for you?
Yeah, I mean, we had a 2-run lead. We were safety bunting him in. Micah's first bunt went just foul. Thought, well, let's try it again. They haven't really made any effort to move up there. Let's just get this third run in. It just seemed like we were going to be able to keep him, from scoring, maybe 2 or 3 runs. So we thought one more run would be huge. and wind's blowing in. Had a couple tough luck swings tonight. We had two balls that have been way out of the park, and Micah was one of them, and Helfrich was the other. Um, so we're just trying to punch one in somehow. So we were going to bunt him in. So he's down 0-2, and I don't know if he hit the next pitch, fought a pitch or two off, and he hit that breaking ball slider into the right center field gap. And you know, Cam would have scored first on that, but he hurt his ankle yesterday, and so he's not running full speed. And so then we got the big pinch hit that gave us that 5-run lead. But that doubles what set that up. And so that was really, really big swing for us.
Zero errors tonight. I think I saw you mentioned the defense on your little post-game huddle. Just after the Georgia game, I mean, Cam talked about getting some extra work, and how pleased are you with just the dedication and the clean defense so far this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we played, you know, airless ball, made all the plays that we're supposed to make, maybe made a couple that are tough plays that we've made as well. So I'm really pleased with it. You take away that one game and we're fielding where we should be, but you can't. But it's hard. It's rough on a fielding percentage when you make six in one game. But life goes on. You can't sit and worry about it. You just work and put your head down and try to get better, and that's what we did.
Ready to give us a starter tomorrow, or you got to discuss with the staff
Yeah,
tonight?
yeah, yeah. We'll go with Fisher.
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Matt, you got anything else?
No, that's all for me.
Coach,
All
thanks for
right.
your time.
See you guys.